Hey, fellow riblets, it's me, Tom from Target Prime Rib. I am actually testing out my new computer on YouTube platform. I am doing this because I'm given a time limit on the other platforms, and I wanted to see if I can go a little bit longer than just a couple of hours. For mostly because of the concept of when I go to my sister's, I'm going to have a lot of temptation. I'm not fully worried about the temptations, but I'm a little worried about them. And having people like yourselves to that, going on live and being able to talk to you guys to help me with my temptations, I think would be very, very beneficial. So I'm going to put on for this. I put it in that only subscribers, just like Aaron does, only they can actually talk in the chats. I don't know if anybody can watch this. I mean, it is live, and I guess anybody could. But so I'm going to test things out. But okay, so I'm looking. Hey, Josephine, how are we doing? Sandy, hello. Long time no see, right? Just sharing screen. All right. So one of the drawbacks is I don't think I can have other people on here. Okay. I think we can work with that. I mean, I always like to have my round tables, but it doesn't mean I have to, Thank you, Sandy. Yeah, the reason why I wanted to test it. Hey, Gary, how we doing? Okay, well, one leg at a time, Gary. Just scoot up and stand up, and there you go. Yeah. When I had my last computer, for some reason, I could do YouTube. I could go on YouTube Live. I've done it a couple times, but only from the phone. I couldn't do it from the computer for some reason. So I wanted to be able to know whether or not, excuse me, I wanted to know whether or not I could do it from the new computer. And obviously, as evidence they're showing, I have. So let me just see what share means. Share just means do you think it's saying like the share to a different social media? Do you think I should try to share it with Facebook? Okay, so let's see what happens. Come see me live right now. All right. All right. So I'm just trying this new thing out. Well, it's not new, but you know what I mean. And I'm just going to see if anybody comes in. If anybody comes in from Facebook. So far, I said we have 4 people in here, so I guess there's somebody lurking in the background. That's fine. When they're ready, or maybe not, they will probably show themselves. But so far as I can see, we have Josephine, we have Sandy, and we have Gary. And let me see if I can do this one thing that Josephine would like. All right. Not that one. That one right there. Let me just maybe not. Okay. I don't know if it's just not letting me do it or whatnot. All right. Well, I had for my Zoom calls, I have your painting, Josephine, as my background. So I thought you'd get a kick out of that. I'll do that when I do my, maybe it's just a YouTube thing. Who knows? Mhm. That's pretty cool. So, I ended up having to do it anyway, but I asked in the chats with Mitch's channel, for any of you guys that were on there, I was actually contemplating, um, my blood sugar, like I know my A1C is going to be higher than the 6.2. And, because I had a couple issues here and there, and I know I think I'm on the right track now, and I think it's going to go back down again. But I just don't. I think that the test that I have next week, it's not going to show. It's going to show to be a higher level, and it's going to have the doctor think that they need to give me more insulin and all that stuff. So I was thinking of waiting until January instead of doing it now. Waiting another 3 months. There's a lot of people. I mean, my endocrinologist didn't even schedule my appointment with them until January, so obviously they don't care. So, so I ended up I had to do that anyway. There were certain situations where the appointment that I have, I couldn't get. Basically, what happened was I forgot to request off of work, and I can't. It's too soon to request off of work, now. So it was just easier to cancel the appointment and postpone it until they were available. So I like the idea of January for two reasons. Okay. One, I think I want to give myself some more time because I think the program that Dr. Phil is having me on, it's not really a big program. It's just basically he's going to show me some studies, but he said that it's been found that insulin resistance is a lot more stabilized, a lot more controlled, I guess you can say, when you do more of like an intermittent fasting rather than a fasting. And it also seems to be better. He's going to show me the studies and everything like that in the next class. But and it's also, hey Amy, how we doing? Okay. Um, he also said that, yes, we're watching me right now on it, Amy. But I'm on a YouTube platform, so that's why I can't really have anybody on to say hello or anything. So I do apologize about that. So he basically said that resistance is a lot more controlled when what's the word? When hey Aaron, long time no see. Yeah, the resistance is a lot more controlled. Insulin resistance is a lot more controlled going to, when your eating window is within an hour after waking up, and then about at least 6 hours, or about between 6 to 8 hours after, as your last meal, and you just do two meals. So two mad, but in the morning, like they show that insulin resistance is actually less regulated when you eat at night than it is when you eat during the day. Why that? Maybe it's because you're giving yourself more time to rest without food while you're sleeping. I don't know. But hi Terry Sue and Jonathan, hello. So I don't know if that's true, But what I do know is it's worth it. It's not going to hurt me to check it out. So far I have been, let me see if I have been eating, and someone just did something for me. I don't know. I just got a message. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. I don't think that was it. Sorry about that, people. Oh, I just got a message from Alia. That's fine. Okay. All right. So, go back. So right now, my blood sugar is at 127. It was a little bit higher. I took some insulin. And don't forget, I just ate my first meal. So in the morning, it is going to be higher, but then in the morning when I wake up, it's getting lower and lower. So, okay, remind me later. Okay, so I'm going to look at my history, and I've been, like doing my meals. So that was my meal this morning, and then this was my meal last night. Okay, and then of course this was morning before, and obviously I ate a lot of burger patties, and then I had this a couple of days ago. I mean, it's not a lot, and I have to kind of figure out my budget to be able to eat more, but it is what it is. So so I just put in a share for this particular live onto my Facebook page because the others weren't available. And so if anyone here, I think you guys are all YouTube, basically, but if anybody here saw my share on Facebook and that's how they knew that I was live right now, just let me know. And just out of curiosity. I mean, personally, I think I would get better results from Instagram or TikTok, but Facebook I don't really have the other social medias that were mentioned in the thing. So Facebook was the only one. I mean, I guess there's a way I could like copy the link and put it out, but yeah, that'd be fine. If you want to check it out, Aaron, you can. I just remembered that you and me are now Facebook friends. It looks like I have about 7 people watching. You saw my Facebook story, Amy? Okay, so it's on the Facebook. I was just wondering if anybody came on here because they saw it. Well, that's good. I mean, it's kind of weird though because if I put a video or a short out on Instagram, the connection to Facebook, it automatically goes from Instagram to Facebook, but it doesn't seem like anything I put on Facebook goes to Instagram. Like if I put like a short, which is probably why it popped up in your feed there, Terry Sue, on your Facebook, because anything I put on Instagram will automatically go onto Facebook. Okay, so I think we can attest that it worked. It's good. It's good. It's good. So let me check out this thing here. Let me see well, that's just the share for the share of the link, but let's see, share screen, what that does. Okay. Google Chrome app bundle would like to record this computer screen and audio. I'm willing to deny that for just right now. Okay, actually, it's not letting me deny it. Okay, so open system settings. Nah, I'm not going to go through all that. All right, so let me get out of that. We'll do that another time. Cancel. Okay. Deny. Okay. We're all good. Sometimes you want to test something and then you realize it's going to be too much work. Okay, so let me see if I can actually see who the. So Gary is running number 1 in the crowns with Sandy number 2, and Amy is number 3. All right. I'd read who number 4, 5, and 6, and 7 are, but that really doesn't matter, does it? Not that 1, 2, and 3 even matter. So that's pretty cool. 5 likes and 5 people watching. So I got 100% ratio. So I mean, there are some kickbacks to doing this. The one reason why I thought of doing this is because I yeah, I guess it does. Rick should do a video like I guess Aaron, you should too. Halloween at Rick's house. Have him open it up, dress like Lurch. That would be funny. That would be very funny. Yeah, no. So I do my interviews, and right at like I get these like cutoffs right at the 2 hours. And the thing is, it's not that I think I'm going to be going on for 2 hours. It's just when I go to my sister's house, I want to attack from all ends, and I have to be strong, and I have to like I'm not going to I'm not going to make myself feel bad, if I have something. But the thing is like how I control myself is this. Okay, I don't punish myself if I have a Oreo cookie. Let's call it the Oreo cookie. Okay, but hey Larry, how we doing? But I don't have them up in my house. I don't have any of these junk foods in my house. It's at the candy store. It's behind glass, and I just get one, and then that's it. Okay. I try to avoid even that one, but I'm not going to kick myself in the butt if I do have it. Okay. That being said, my sister, as much as I love her, she is a freaking pastry candy shop. Okay. So it's going to be everywhere. There's going to be bread everywhere. There's going to be cupcakes. It's just the way she is. It's just the way things are with her. So, yeah, with blueberries. Unlike Mitch, Terry, I'm not that into blueberries. I don't know what to think about that. I'll be honest with you. For him to bring them into his house, to me is attempt of faith, a fate. All right. Just like I just said, it's like, oh, let me see if I'm in control. Like, why are you testing that out? I know that if I bring stuff into my house that I'm not in control. This is why I'm going through all these steps to make sure that I can stay good. I can do my sister the favor, take care of the beautiful dog, the cute little dog that you guys will see a lot of. But my plans are not only to have my own willpower, but also too to have you guys, and I hope you don't mind and you're willing to have you guys help me, like if I get depressed or something, or if I haven't, for you to be there so I can go live. Well, the thing is, if I have a 2 hour limit and I need more than 2 hours, well, that's why I want to test out this YouTube, because of that reason, you know. So, I mean, I'd love to have you guys come on here and say hello, but and everything. But that's the one fallback with YouTube is yeah, it's I don't think it's limited hours, but it is only me and you guys in the chat. There is no at least I don't think there is. Let's just expand menu. If anybody, thank you, Sandy, and I hope, like I said, I'm planning on going live. I might still do both. I still might do YouTube, and I might do a little bit of time every day, or I go to the other platform, and um, well, I never use Facebook for lives because I didn't think I'd get too many people like joining in on that. No, the platform I use when I do lives with my interviews, Amy, it's now saying I have a 2 hour limit each time. Could I go back, like go in and go, but then that would mean I have to do a different post and everything like that each and every time. So I don't know. Um, hey CB, how are you doing? 3 days of murder trial. Hope this is the last day waiting for the jury. Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while, CB. Yeah, I like if I do have blueberries or strawberries, or even raspberries, I prefer to have it with like some really heavy whipping cream. Okay. Well, I could try that too. I mean, I don't think there's really any. I think there's a lot of options in that particular case. So, I mean, I can go over to the other platform and just see what happens. And we can do, and I might actually be okay with like going on just daily, like maybe 2 times a day, 3 times a day, and just going on the. Now I do have a monthly limit on that, so actually, let me ask you guys a question. Okay, what do you think of this platform? And keep in mind, I can't have guests on this platform. So the concept that I can't have guests, do you think the other platform is better to just do maybe 3 2 hour lives on that other platform each day, and not really, and just make sure that be for 10 days and just to stay accountable, or even just once a day and just be accountable for the times I'm on. What is your opinion? So, CB, are you in handcuffs? I missed that for you to be in handcuffs. Yeah, I'm not sure how to do the Instagram portion of that, Amy, but yeah, I could just for the regular lives that just is me, you know, chatting. Um, yeah, I could do that. I was actually thinking of going live, you know, with YouTube, and then just staying live and letting people, talk in the chats. I do a little talking and stuff like that, but also just having it facing with the kitchen. You guys see exactly what's going on, and I try not to be in my birthday suit when I go into the kitchen. I can't speak for Cosmo though. And then and just go and because I think this is unlimited. I think I could be live as long as I want with YouTube. Like I said, I just can't have anybody on here. I just can't have like other panels. But and then like go live until like from like whatever to whatever, and then maybe doing a panel live as well, you know, for a couple hours. Because obviously I can't be in two places at once. I mean, when it comes to streaming, I can't do two different platforms at the same time. That'd be great if I could, but I don't think I can. And I mean, there's going to be some, like I had to make sure that I have my sister's Wi-Fi and everything. Sometimes getting that is like pulling teeth, but I'll tell her that I'm doing some lives and I need the platform. She'll be okay with that. Matter of fact, she'll probably definitely be okay with that. She likes the idea that I'm doing these lives. She doesn't. I mean, I don't know how she feels about carnivore. Probably doesn't care about that, but she is very supportive of the concept of doing lives. You need to go fluff and smooth your pillow, Thomas. Ha ha ha. Thank you. It's comfortable that way, Terry. So yes. What it is the lampshade's not really fitting the actual, but I gave up on trying to find the right lampstick. That the lampshade actually was my mom's, so I kept it. I liked it. I thought, even though it's flowers and everything, I thought it was kind of cool. Um, it's different, and I keep a lot of stuff that my mom had, in her memory. Yeah. One of the things I actually felt a little bad about is, and I don't really want to, is my mom always loved Christmas, at least decorating. She always tried to have the Christmas spirit and everything. And I have her decorations that the last couple of years I didn't put up because I was sick. But I mean, the last year I put them up, but the couple of years before that I didn't because I was really really sick. And what makes me kind of feel bad is in her memory, I wanted to put them up this year, at least her nutcrackers. Maybe not necessarily the tree, but at least her nutcrackers. And my hey Tanya, how you doing? Got 10 minutes before work, but glad you are here, Thomas. Thank you, Tanya. I'm always glad you're here. But between you guys and me, my roommate told me that he not to put the decorations up. He didn't want me putting decorations up. And I mean, the thing is, it is my apartment. I feel better having them up, but I feel bad that he is insisting that I don't. So, I mean, I'm probably going to still put them up, but I'm actually thinking of just putting, because so you guys can see the decorations. I'm thinking of just doing some kind of display of my mom's nutcrackers in my room and really not worrying about, I know it sounds a little cheesy, but, you know, no one else would see them anyway. So at least I could get somebody to see them. But Juliet, hello. Heavy work. It's heavy work day's good. As soon as I'm done here, I am going to, I think, inspired by Aaron and Bill. Um, I think I'm going to do some rocking today. I just feel it. I feel like I'm a little too, that I need something to, you know, I don't know. I haven't rocked in a while, so, yeah. Excuse me. Booby goats, booby goats. I don't know the rest of it. Booby goats. That's all I sing when I sing. I just say booby goats, booby goats, booby 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 goats. That's Aaron. You're gonna have to show me the words to the song. Hey Amy, how you feeling? He. Is that the words? Is that the thing? Like booby goats, he, booby goats. You're probably gonna take a lot of naps, Amy, right? Shower. What's a shower? What is this word you say? Shower? I haven't showered in years. Rick the Duck Man. I see Milton gave you permission to come on here. That's cool. Oh, excuse me. That's possible. I I would think. Bathtub with a bag or rubber duckies. Did you mean of rubber duckies? Yeah, well, I mean, I think you're always going to, like, when you're healing, your body is going to get tired. And I'm sorry, I should not have used that baseball bat on you. I apologize. Did was I able to show you guys my niece's birthday party where her boyfriend got her like 500 rubber ducks to put into the pool for the party? It was pretty interesting. I hope I didn't make you laugh too much there, Amy, because I don't want you to break your stitches. That's cool. Okay, I wasn't sure if I know I showed some of this of her birthday party, mostly of the dog running around and everything. But I wasn't sure if I showed the pool part of it. So, okay, so I'm going to go into another thing, and I'm going to actually go into my notifications. And I'm in Facebook right now. All right, so I got a notification that Sandy and 3 others liked my story. Thank you, Sandy. My sister created an event. All right, Keto's Carnivore Tribe has questions. Sandy, you commented on one of CB's photos. And Amy, you're asking about 11Cs. How many of you can? All right. Maybe you can explain to me what 11Cs are. Two Crazy Ketos. Where can I find the air fryer? Stuffed pumpkin. Okay, that's kind of weird. Since you interacted with Angela Christine and 2 others, you may be interested. Okay, so that's just a suggestion. Um, I have a new friend request. I'll look at that later. David Huffman added a photo. Okay, good for you, David. I don't know why I'm getting car. And Tasty just put in a new fryer. And Jonathan Griffiths, I believe, aka Carnivore Muscle, accepted my friend request. So thank you for that. So there we all have it. I just read you my notifications on Facebook. So Amy, what are 11Zs? Okay. Yes, Facebook still exists, Rick. But I know that you're not on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. So that's why I'm still open on YouTube, because that way I don't lose you. You were the one who wrote something about 11Zs. Yeah, I had MySpace too. I don't remember what my account is though. It's probably like in there, like, some crazy person, some some crazy 279 pounds male with raging hormones and stuff. Concerning I was only in my 20s when I had that account. Let me actually go back in the chats. Yeah, yeah. That's why I don't shower, Sandy. um, I guess that's true, Rick. I don't know. I'm trying to think what they call those. I don't know if they call them Instagrams. Huh. I don't know. It's interesting. it makes me wonder if I click, I can pin the message. Oh, I could actually add you as a moderator, Rick. I'm not going to, but I can. Because what would it really matter? I can't really, on the YouTube portion of it, I can't really, I guess when I go to the other portions, I guess I could, but, um, but, I just wanted to see if I could actually, like, put the comments into the front of the screen, but it doesn't look like I can. I mean, you would think that there would be a lot more capabilities with YouTube. Um, you know, I mean, there's got to be a reason why you can't put stuff on the screen, why you can't, like a lot of, like StreamYard does, or, even my platform that I do. The only thing my platform doesn't give me, you can do it, but it's it doesn't make it very easy, is allowing my guests to stream to their channel while they're on mine. So, I can try. Yeah. I mean, if I remember to, Julia, I mean, sometimes I just go right into just answering. It's not really that I'm reading, I'm just answering the question. But yeah, I could read it. So that's okay. I'm going to say that that's a little bit of a red flag right there, because it's easier if I just put it on the thing. So, let me see. They just got a notification that Wick goes carnivore, just added fermented foods to his diet, and crazy results. So, all right. Well, we definitely would have to test that out, Amy, because I have no idea. Like, we would have to, just like I do with Lewis, when he helps me out, we'd have to probably do FaceTime or something like that. And actually, I'm actually very hot. That's why I have the fan on, because I'm actually burning up. And it's not that hot. It's about 53 degrees outside. But for some reason inside, either there's but sometimes every once in a while, there's a family that actually uses all the machines in one shot, and that might make it kind of hot here. Okay. I'm just going to test something out real quick. All right. I turned off the light in front of me, so you can tell me, and I can just put on the studio light. I don't know if that helps or not, but and what if I put myself center stage? Oh, look at that! It's following me around. Now you get to see all my. You get to see my messy room. But I could do this too. Go this, and then I can make it very. I can actually make it very fade, so you can't really see it too well. You still see it though, right? Yeah, I'm looking forward to you getting a new computer too, Rick. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay. All right. Well, hey, Papa Carnivore, how you doing? It seems to me that we are having an issue. All right. So, um, I guess I got to be open with this. I don't like confrontation, at least not intentional confrontation. I don't like unintentional confrontation either, but I don't really try to purposely cause it. Um, but um, we have an issue where I was on a live stream yesterday, not on it like panel wise, but I was in the chats, and I mentioned about a comment that was made on my channel a couple days ago while I was having a panel. I forget who the people were in the panel, but it was mentioned that sorry, T-Pain, but you coming on here and making comments is I have to defend myself. And he made a comment that if I paid $250, that I could increase my subscribers. And and I mentioned that on the other channel that I was on last night, and he was listening. Um, I've only been on that channel twice, once the day before and once yesterday, but somehow he got on there brand new and everything, and like almost like he's stalking. And he came on and he's saying about how everybody's toxic because they don't want his help, and Yes. And the thing is I wasn't really, I mean, maybe I might have said like, hey, I wish I had more subscribers or something like that, just to kind of, like I don't really, I only, but I'm, like I'd rather have your help, Amy, than pay somebody. And somebody was mentioning in the chat yesterday that 200 that you can't do that. You can't pay for subscriptions, and no, I know I don't have to listen to others, Peter, but this guy just came on my channel now to coax, like to try to make everybody feel sorry for him. And because I'm the person he was talking about when he said in the beginning, I'm not going to delete. You guys can go back in the chats if you want to, but I will go back. Where is he? Where's the first message he wrote? Sorry. Okay, so he writes down. I wish I could put it on the screen, but hi everyone, except people who call me shady. Now I never said he personally was shady. I just said that what he was telling me was sort of shady. Okay, now it could be that he's being tricked. I mean, but think about it. If you think that I'm such a bad person, why are you coming on my channel? Why are you even speaking on my channel? Why, and yes, I could block the guy, but I want to know, why are you coming on other people's channels, calling them shady, calling them toxic, and being on here? Like, are you trying to be in a toxic environment? Is that what the whole thing is? I don't get it. You know? Let me see. I get a message from. No, that's from something else. So I'm just very confused. I had a feeling he was going to, pop in, and everything, try to get other people to feel bad for him, try to get other people to feel, maybe even be against me. Maybe he thought that, hey, if he says bad, if he makes people feel sorry for him, that, he's pretty new, Sandy. He has, I'd say maybe a week that he's been coming around to all of our channels. I mean, the thing that got me last night was, and it got, the channel that was on was Crochet Grandma. She was recommended from, I don't know her whole name, but Amy actually recommended her. So I went over and I subscribed, and I checked out her live, and I said hello the first time, and then I went on yesterday, and actually it was me and Aaron and Amy that were on, and I think later on Cindy DeMach was on there, and yeah, I mean, they can change their names and handles within 2 weeks. Yeah. I'm sorry. I find it very funny and interesting at the same time. Is that like really, like, is your life that boring, or is he getting paid, okay, to come into people's lives and try to stir up a little confusion? I mean, think about it, okay? I don't remember exactly what was said, but he said a few things that I think stirred up Mitch yesterday. Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right, Peter. It's my channel, and I can do whatever I want. But I mean, if he if he continue, we all know to look for him now, and I I think what he did today, what he did, just the concept, um, makes him shady. Okay, if he just stayed quiet, if he just, you know, I think he'd be like, if he wasn't like, it didn't seem like he was stirring up trouble. He probably wouldn't be so shady, but it just feels like he's stirring up trouble. But I'm going to leave him on there so you guys can at least be entertained. And if he gets really, really bad, then yeah, so that's basically all it's going to be. Let him say, like just the concept of like like think about for 1 second. You're going, if you're going to grandma's house, right? And or you're going to somebody's house, okay? And every, you're mad at the host, okay? And you go inside the house. You're inside that person's house. You're invited to that house, but you're just met. You're upset because you guys had an argument, and you go into that house, and you're like, "Hello, everybody, nice friendly hello," except for people that think I'm a scammer, and they know you're talking about them. Okay, how weird is that? How strange is that? Think about that. Yeah, I should check my subs for him too. But the thing is, okay, is and I think it was Ellen, Scooby the dog that had to do this. She was blocked a while back with kilts. And she was able to get on by using another user name, like using another platform. So there are ways, even when you get blocked, there are ways that you can still get in. Um, you know, there are ways you can still go around about. So I mean, and the fact that like, okay, if I like, are people able to follow me? Like, if I go to other people's channels, if I go onto a channel, right? Like, is it as soon as I speak that all of a sudden people, I mean, what are the chances of this person being in the same exact spot that I'm in? I mean, I didn't put notification for this person, so it's not like it's notified for anybody to know I'm on there, that I'm there. I'm not technically on there. I'm just in the chat. Um, just seems weird that they found, you know. I don't know. Maybe you guys know a little bit about the algorithms or something like that. You know. Yeah, he probably does. And I wouldn't. This is what I think. I think, and I'm not pointing blame. I'm just pointing. I think just like me, um, I think when Amy recommended her when she was having when she was on Bob's channel, um, I think he went over and he subscribed just like I did, just like Aaron did. I believe Lewis too subscribed, and he probably put notifications that it was on and then checked it out. So, okay, so you have two different Gmail accounts, and one of them I can't remember the password. So I lost Bob. So does that mean you named your email Bob? And Julie, Sandy is saying something about it was about animals, I think. So Mitch has no, you know what his other channel was, I think? He used to do drones. So Erin's channel, she thinks, used to be called Zooey Booey. Why does that not shock me, Erin? Okay. Yeah, I know Ellen had a lot going on during that time of her life, and I wasn't putting Ellen down. I'm just saying that she was able to figure out how to get able to still chat in with kills, even though Scooby the dog itself was blocked. Amy says that I have two different channels. One is my creator channel, and one is Ton Watch Other Streams. Oh, to watch other streams. I am going to start using the other channel C when YouTube goes to using channel handles only. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even know about that until until last night. So that's kind of interesting. I mean, I guess I'm safe because, and so is Aaron and Mitch. Um, okay. Rocking Coach Amy is showing the chats. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't. It's not going to change it's not going to change the name. It's just going to make it where it's just the title and that's it. It's just not going to show our real names. I'm sure there's a reason for it. Yeah. So I'm going to check my blood sugar. It's been kind of high. It's 139, so seeing the log in. Let me see. 1906. Go by JJ. Oh, let's give you my passcode. All right. Okay. Well, it's not low, but it's not bad either. I'm pretty level. So I don't know if you guys can see or not, but this is my 3-hour level. You see how level that is, and then this was for 6 hours, and this is my 12-hour one. And then, yes, I'll show the 24, and that goes a little bit more sporadic, but it's getting more and more level as time goes on. And, the highest amount of insulin that I take is 10 units now. Okay. It's going to be done in waves. All right. I mean, Rick, the only thing that would probably be taken out is probably I would guess if anything would be the Rick in your Charger Mopar. So you'd just be known as Charger Mopar. But that might not even be because they still might consider it part of the title. They just won't have the, your name at. Because that's how I'm understanding it. Juliet, I'd rather have the 100K than 100K viewers, as much as I love that viewers. 100K. I could do some things with that. It wouldn't last, but I could do some things with that. Okay, so Gary says, recently, I'm not sure who he was talking to continue this conversation, but he says that he recently heard that we are probably drinking too much water and that it just taxes our liver unnecessarily. So I've cut back on that a lot. No more midnight trips to the gym. Haha. Okay. I don't know if I'd go all the way to the gym just to go to the bathroom, but okay. Yeah. Yeah. I try not to drink at night too much. Um, okay, so that brings on a good question. Okay, so I got this book. I haven't read it yet, because you know me. But I got this book, The Phoenix Protocol. It's dry fasting for rapid healing. All right. So I right now I'm doing the thing with Dr. Phil, but my question to you guys is this. Okay. If I was, what do you guys think if I during the times of my fast when I'm not having my eating window, that I actually dry, maybe one or the two of the days out of the week, I actually dry fasted for those times until the next morning. Do you think that that might help me heal a little bit better? Yeah, Jim, watch out. Gary's coming. Thank you, Juliet, for letting me know that you're not a doctor. I get that. But and I don't I just was wondering on thoughts. That's it. Um, I'm just wondering if like I really don't like the idea. I'd rather have the ability to makes the fasting easier if I know I can at least drink water. But you know. Well, it would only be during like because right now, Dr. Phil is recommending that I do intermittent fasting. So I pretty much I have a 6 to 8 hour window of feasting, um, depending on work, depending on how long I'm working, and then in the morning, and then so generally what it is like okay, I either if I'm working but only working the 4 hours, then I I eat when I first wake up within an hour after waking up. So I eat at 5 a.m. and then I come home and I eat again at 11 a.m. and then I'm done um, with with it, and then I'm fasting the rest of the time until the next morning. Now the next morning, if I'm not working, I I kind of watch kilts for. I kind of get up a little bit later, um, and I watch kilts. And then while I'm watching kilts, I bring kilts in on my from my phone, so I'm listening more than I am actually chatting, which is probably why you don't see me as much. And that's when I cook my food, whether I cook bacon, whether I cook a steak, where I cook, you know, um, and that's when I do that. I'm just looking at the time because I already today I my last meal is at I have to finish eating by 1 o'clock today because so when I'm off of work then it's 7 to 1. Working it's 5 to 11 unless I'm working the 6 hours that now that he's going to start putting in for me, then it's an 8 hour. So it's either a 16/8 or an 18/6. So my thought is during the time of the fasting part of it, during the time of the fasting window, that I just dry fast. I eat, I dry fast, and would that help with some of the healing? Because one of the things that she mentioned, I got this book from Stephanie Taylor, from Happy Sexy Health, and which is really nice. And I'm going to definitely, it looks interesting. Um, I mean, the guy, I don't know how he gets around looking like this, like he doesn't have legs. I don't know how he gets around in life, but you know, but supposedly like one day of dry fasting is equal to like 3 days of water fasting on results and stuff like that. Like it like totally speeds up the process. So, now not medically, but you know, I mean, I guess it couldn't hurt. So with your recent fast, you got super thirsty. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I could actually do it or not. I mean, the only reason why I thought of this way is because I don't know if I could last like Lewis. I don't know if I could last a few days dry fasting. Okay, but um, 18 hours, and don't forget, about 8 of those hours are sleeping. So, or 7 to 8 of those hours are sleeping. So, and if I go out for walks and stuff like that, um, they're just interested in, I mean, and Gary, you kind of brought up the subject by saying about drinking less water. Um, do any of you guys agree? Have you guys done it already besides Lewis? You know, and tell me a little bit more about how you felt, Aaron, with fasting. The 48 hours. Like, it what you expected? Like, did you feel the way you thought you'd feel, and would you do it again? Do you think it's something you'd want to do again, or would you want to go further and go 72 hours and try to push a 3-day fast? Which is, to me, it's the most I've done on purpose is 5 days. I would have done longer, but it's the most I've done on purpose. I did a 9-day fast once, but it wasn't really intentional. Yeah, I mean that's what pretty much what she mentioned on my live when she was on it. You know, I mean, eventually I might push the fast, but right now I'm honoring the program, and the program is having me do eating window of 6 to 8 hours a day. So do intermittent fasting, which I'm doing pretty well. Of course, I'm saying that because right now I'm into my eating window. We're nowhere near 1 o'clock yet. Well, we're near it, but I mean, um, and it kind of works out too because I just looking at some stuff. It kind of works out for me too because most of the stuff that I like, my lives, a lot of the classes, they usually don't start until like 3 o'clock anyway. So if I get home in time and I can cook my meal, I'll do that. The only thing that kind of, but there might be some changes with that, fortunately, but unfortunately. Oh, Juliet, you have a good day, and it's always great seeing you. Everything. Um, okay, so I'm going to ask again. So, do you like this, or do you like that I can get people on here and we chat? Or do you like, or at least to be able to? Like here, I can't do chat. I can't do panels. I can only do. Um, I hope that's not the next type of fast, Gary. An air fast. I would die too if I went 3 minutes without air. I think most of us would. I mean, I don't know too much about biology, but or whatever we want to call it, chemistry, biology. But I do know that we need air. Okay. So this is what I think I'm going to do. Okay, especially during because even though I am going to be taking a break in January, November is a different story. So I think I'm going to do these. Now, I'm probably going to do them from the kitchen of my sister's house. So then that way you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. You guys can see what food, like if I grab food from the refrigerator, you can see what food you could actually see me cooking, my meat and stuff during the times I'm eating. Um, I don't know how good the reception is for outside, but and I'll bring you guys outside too, if hopefully it won't cut the reception off, but it did that, but that was from the old phone, so it might actually be okay. You know, this phone, I'll be using my sister's Wi-Fi, so it might be even more powerful. Um, yeah, I think that if you have no air for 7 minutes, I don't think the ambulance is going to get there in 7 minutes. I think that's, you know, unfortunately. Okay, so I've been on here for 117 minutes. No, just kidding. For 1 hour, 18 minutes, I've been on here. 8 people watching, and then 11 likes, so that means a few people left. I do apologize for what happened earlier. Um, I'll be honest with you. I think he has some issues. I really do. I think he has some issues. Um, Matter of fact, let me check something out. Let me go to his channel. Actually, he has a pretty good channel. It has a lot of people, so I don't know why he would be trying to cause trouble. Yeah, I'm not going to subscribe because, you know. But if you guys want to, you know, check out his channel, see, you know, um, the only thing that gets me is if it's illegal. Well, a lot of things get me, but if it's illegal for you to try to get subscriptions by paying for them, why would he even recommend it in the first place? I mean, for somebody according to this, he has. Well, of course, he said that he kind of admit that he pays for them, like 3,041, 3,041 subscribers. Why would he? If he knows it's illegal, why would he recommend doing that? Paying somebody to get those subscribers. It's not, and Peter, it's not really a matter of what I can. I choose not to do what he suggested. But think, if you're walking down the street and a bird decides to fly into your face, well, you're going to notice the bird flying into your face. So you do say something about the bird, right? So, it's sort of what he did to me. He kind of flew right in my face. You know, like that happens. Yeah, you see, most of your mornings been handled, right, Terry Sue? I mean, even saying the thing that he actually is an ex-pro golfer and former professional. So this guy's he might actually be famous. I mean, I don't know if he's anything like Tiger Woods or anything like that famous, but okay. So Amy, you took a shower, yay, and this person Mo is sitting in front of your fake fireplace, relaxing. That's good. I hope Mo is having a good time. Terry, you're doing a lot of research on, on the breathing thing, aren't you? Yeah, yeah. Are you like going to be like the female version of either George Goodenough or John Cranky Carnivore Cutler? I mean, actually, they're both of them are very useful. There's a lot of things like tidbits of information that you know I find them to be very fascinating. So I'm not really. It's I'm kidding, yes, but they are very very, and so are you, Terry. So you know, a lot of facts, a lot of trivia. Yeah. Now, if I do that, people look at me like I have four heads. So okay. so, so I'm kind of losing some vigor. Maybe this will be easier when I'm like in the kitchen and doing my life and everything like that. It'd be cool if I had those cameras that followed me around. So like, because she has like one of those open floor plans. So if I guys sat down for a little bit, watch some TV or play with the dog. It's Donna Ray. Amy. Yes, her new channel name is Bacon Runner, which is a cool name. Speaking of cool names, has anybody seen Bacon Baby at all lately? Hmm. I'm just looking. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I guess there is. I mean, Bacon Baby comes to mind, and of course, but I think he announced that he was going to be around. But Kurt, Meathead, but I think he changed his name, but I can't think of what it is now. Uh, yeah, that's possible, Amy. I know. I mean, that's probably one reason why I'm taking the break. I mean, the only reason why I'm not taking it sooner is because I I want to keep my lives that are scheduled, and I don't want to keep on changing them out. So, um, oh, against the grain. Okay. I mean, right now I'm fine, but my depression does get very, very, like it's kind of hard to explain. I just get this feeling, especially when I'm in like Zoom calls and stuff like that no one wants to hear what I have to say. No one wants to listen. And it just brings me into a deep depression, you know. Um, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it is Kurt. Um, yeah. So I get feeling a little frustrated. I mean, sometimes I just think, why am I even doing this? You know. Now, do sardines actually run, Gary? I I thought they just swam, but I didn't think they actually ran. So I just want to make sure I got that right. Of course, I don't know if bacon actually runs either, but I'd rather somebody run for bacon for me than run for sardines for me. Chili runs, yes, in a different way, but chili runs. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. So I'm really, really touched that you guys are all staying on here because this has got to be the most boringest program. And I like the name Against the Grain, but of course I like Meathead too, you know. Really? Hello, Dustin. How you doing? You don't have any lives coming up today, do you, Dustin? Oh, cool. You're heading home? That's excellent. Yeah, he did it a little bit ago. He actually announced on, I think it was Mitch's membership thing, that he was not going to be around so much anymore. Whether he's around at all, I don't know, but he wasn't going to be around too much anymore. That he's taking a hiatus, just like I am going to be. But I'm kind of doing because I just want to reconfigure things going on, because as my work schedule grows and I'm able to work more hours and stuff like that, there's things that I may not be able to do, and I just want to see where I can prioritize my time and taking and I kind of look at it as fate too. You know, if I can't get people to, if I can't get people to interview, you know, I might as well just take a break and just try again, and I think what I want to do is, if I do go, and yeah, the word is if, but if or when I go back to doing my lives, I think I'm going to just do one interview a week instead of two a week, and then maybe do two or three, like maybe do like one or two other lives throughout the week, picking good times. I was actually thinking, and tell me what you guys think about this, because there's certain people that may like this. I was actually thinking of trying to do my sleep schedule and being on for for an hour or so, but late at night, and be like midnight with Target Prime Rib or something like that, or like late night with Target Prime Rib, and for people that have a late schedule that are my riblets, and they can come on during that time. So have like one regular where the panels, you know, and to do another one, and then maybe for times when I go on vacation, stuff like that, then I'll do the YouTube and do a little bit more unlimited, just like this is. But I sort of like the panels. I mean, I sort of, even though sometimes I feel lost in the conversation, I still kind of like that thing to pull back on. And I think I'm getting better than I was. So Terry Sue says that she has an orange beach hat that a friend bought her from vacationing there a few years ago. They loved the beaches in Alabama. Cool. I don't know if it's supposed to rain here or not. But it's about, trying to see if I can see what the temperature is. It's 60 degrees right now, according to the thing outside. Sun's very bright though, so that might be why it gets very hot in this house. But my thermostat is reading at about 80. So go figure that. Go figure that. So I got some kind of message. Okay, I'll look at that later on. So who all is still in the chats? Raise your hand. Okay, Sandy, you're still in the chat? Okay. No Slow, you're still in the chat? Terry Sue, you're still in the chat. Cool. I caught you red-handed. Well, I caught Terry Sue red-handed too, it looks like. Or pink-handed, whatever you want to call it. Amy, you're still here? Cool. All right, I'll end it, because Terry Sue that said that I don't have a life. So, and what Terry Sue says goes. So, yeah, recliner lady has no place to go. Oh, poor Amy. I can say that because I spent many, many years in the recliner. Something tells me though, Amy, even that being said, you probably would still have something better to do than be here. You guys are all just being super kind and, you know, and everything. So, okay. So okay. I guess. Okay. I'm going to reply to this and just see. 4 p.m. Eastern. Send. But I just want to make sure on something too. I have Google. I have Google Calendar. February. Okay, that's open still. Okay. So somebody just emailed me about an email I sent them about being on my channel for the 21st of February. Yeah, I'm still learning. The phone's a little bit harder for me to get used to. I'm having some issues with making videos and stuff like that. So I kind of have to change my platforms. I was using InShot, but for some reason, whenever I upload the video, it doesn't. YouTube won't accept it. It gets accepted by the other platforms like Instagram and that, but it won't get accepted by YouTube. I can't. It won't let me do things like use their music or like even with the shorts. Like I made a short yesterday, and I wanted to use a certain song, and it had it in there, but it wouldn't let me put the song in. So, um, so it's a big, like got to figure something out and everything. And so, you know, which is kind of why I need to take, just to figure things out like that too, just to get things together. Which is why, I said that I'll probably put out a few shorts and stuff like that. It's probably testing, you know. Yeah, well, you deserve it, Amy. You sit there, you relax. If you can get your cat to get you some like nice hot coffee or hot tea, whatever you drink, I'm sure the cat will do that for you. So, you should be good. Yeah, back and forth to the same computer that you normally go to. Like I had to go all the way over here to check out Mitch. Oh wait, I have to travel all the way over here to see Russ, homesick Buckeye. That's what they're trying to do, Amy. They're trying to heal you. Terry Sue's right. That's cute. That's cute. How many cats is it you have? I think I only saw the one. I didn't notice there was more than one. Okay, someone actually. I'm doing a little cleaning right now. Okay, that's for later on today. I'm going to save that too. Let's put that into there. All right. See, staying organized is important, people. All right. Well, I'm going to actually get going too. I hope everybody was okay with this, and I'm going to try to go for a walk before I actually eat my last meal and everything. Thank you guys for all coming here. I'm not going to do the normal ending. I'm just going to say goodbye, and for no particular reason. So I hope everybody has a good day. And hopefully I'll see some of you guys later on. I'm sure I'll see a couple of you guys in the coach call today, and in whatever other Zoom calls there are. All right. So thank you all for coming on here, and I might even do I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. So Saturday I will definitely be doing a live with Kathy Dixon. So make sure to watch that. And I will see you guys in the chats. All right. Actually, you know what? Live, love, heal, and eat the meat. Love you all. All right. Bye-bye.